Sunday nights. There's something you gotta understand. This is Up Late with Ray, partying at Raddland Land, looking for laughs, waiting for Sunday nights. Yeah, Dan fills me with anger, he fills me with pain. If you fight, you can't win, it's all the same. Dan can do go to hell and die of gonorrhea. Get him a body bag, it's just an idea. Dan can do go to hell and die of gonorrhea. Get him a body bag, it's just an idea. This is Up Late with Red, partying at Raddland, looking for laughs, waiting for Sunday nights. Yeah, Dan fills me with anger, he fills me with pain. If you fight, you can't win, it's all the same. Dan can do go to hell and die of gonorrhea. Get him a body bag, it's just an idea. Around me, moving in for the kill. If this dickhead don't get me, like a walker will. Maintenance man named Dan, in my eyes there's no hope. I try hard not to laugh, but it's no joke. Not when the stakes are high, 7:30 on Sunday nights. There's something you gotta understand. This is Up Late with Rad, party in Raddland, looking for laughs, waiting for the night to come. Yeah, Dan fills me with anger, he fills me with pain. If you fight, you can't win, it's all the same. Dan go to hell and die gonorrhea. Get him old body bag, it's just an idea. Not when the stakes are high, 7:30 on Sunday nights. There's something you gotta understand. This is Up Late with Rad, party in Raddland, looking for laughs, waiting for the night to come. Yeah. In the zero, standing in the shadows, looking for love, waiting for the night to come. Yeah.
Woo! By a bum's hair, but we made it, everybody.
You
Welcome back to goddamn Raddland. It's a Sunday night. This is going to be a technically, it's going to be an official episode, but we are still raw as a goddamn spanked fanny because I've got so much work to do. We've just been so busy lately. We got to get all the work done, but we'll do whatever we can to get this show up to the quality level that we're used to, all right? Now, big announcement. I found a new pullover today, a brand new one. Look, I don't have jiggly sleeves. Oh, this is good. That feels good. I don't much care for this color. It looks like something Mr. Belvedere would have worn. Alright, we're gonna play some Final Fantasy 16 tonight, everyone, because the game's not gonna beat itself, right? We're not quite there yet. Everyone's all like, oh, we gotta have easier games, easier games. They practically beat themselves. Or, like Wesley was threatening to play the game. It's almost like the game plays itself. No, we have some combat rolls and sideways scoots to do. But I think we're making big progress on this game. I think we're nearing well, I don't know if we're in, like, the final act, but we're getting close to it. Shut up, Wesley! XYZ, good to have you in here, buddy. Is there anything better than Star Trek Next Gen? It's just the perfect time. Butt-ass into the 80s, into the 90s, up to the mid-90s, and then called it quits. Right before we got Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, basically. Nice. That's a good chunk to go. And they were in and out. 7 seasons. Said, done. Well, welcome in XYZ. We're gonna be playing we're gonna be riding Chocobos and also killing Chocobos because I can't stop. If the enemies in this game aren't gonna be strong enough to give me a challenge, then I'm gonna have to go looking for my own challenge. I might just have to equip the weakest weapon in the game, just so this game has some sort of challenge. So I'm basically the best player of this game of all time. And that's a fact. I'll ask Shorty if we can eat the Chocobos. We'll only be eating the Chocobo feet. Where's the Chocobo breast? Can we eat that? No. Only the feet. Actually was the most palatable thing I had that day. Simon, get the hell in here, buddy. Hey, man. Simon, you coined B-hole, right? That was good. I've been using B-hole all week. Pig intestines are good, but they look like a pile of B-holes. That's how you phrased it, I think, right? B-hole's great. Why haven't I been using B-hole as much? A-hole I use a lot, but B-hole... yeah, that's next level A-hole. It still gets me. Alright, so we had a fun time on Friday. We were just thinking around. We played Yakuza 0. First timer here, ever playing any Yakuza game, so that might be our new Friday game. Just because I don't want to bombard you guys with Final Fantasy on a Friday and a Saturday. That is too much. Last night, everyone, we didn't actually... Master Balls, welcome back in! B-hole sounds much worse than A-hole for some reason. Oh, yeah, that's a little filthier. But also it makes you pause for a second. B-hole? You mean... Yes. Yes, that one. More rad is all we're after, but yeah, but I appreciate that, Desi. But last night, you guys are so nice on the Discord. You're like, oh, feel better, Rad. I wasn't sick last night. I just woke up on the couch and felt like a piece of stool. I had like 13 minutes until the stream went. I'm like, it's not gonna fly. Even more vulgar are the next two letters. C-hole and D-hole. Hey, get the hell out of here, you D-hole. Yeah! Ah! Anyways, guys, we're about ready to get out of our mind. Countdown to action, 30 seconds. Get your Diet Pepsi Caffeine Freeze, everyone. I know I've got mine. We'll post some more holes in the Discord. Alright, yeah, we could always use some more holes. Couldn't we? Come on, everyone. It starts with A and it snowballs from there. Alright, so we're gonna play some Final Fantasy 16 tonight. We're gonna G-holes.
kill you. Damn.
We're back, and tonight we'll be playing Final Fantasy 16.
Get the hell in, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday. It's a brand new Sunday. It's a brand new you, everyone. Woo! Yeah, we're in the Spandex Shuttlecraft. We're getting out of our mind. And welcome in, Master Balls, to the beginning of the first Sunday show you've seen. Sunday is the home of Raddland. We dabble in other days of the week, but Sunday is where we've really called home. Remember for a while there, everyone, where I was doing Friday nights as my main home? I was like, because everyone can watch late because they don't have to go to work on Saturday. Nope, that wasn't the case. No one wants to watch anything on Friday. So I got to frick around on Friday. The frick around Fridays. All right, news of the week, everyone. Let's see. Baby Boy Rad had his first ever parkour competition last night. But here's the problem. He just turned 6 years old. He's the freshest 6-year-old you can have. And we take him to this ninja class every week. Ninja, they call it. It's like Ninja Warrior style stuff. Just because places offer something for small children does not mean they have any idea what small children are or what to do with small children. I don't know. Welcome in, Obvious Gravity. Frickin' Miyagi. Yeah, this place, like, you can tell when... I didn't know anything about kids when I was a stupid 20-year-old or 19-year-old or however old the coaches are at this place. I didn't know anything about kids either. But I wasn't about to go like, hey, like regular weeknight. Hey, kid, you should come check out the race night on, what is it, Saturday. Come check out race night. Come drive in the snow for an hour to come to race night. All right. And he got all pumped up on race night because they kept telling him about it every week. Race night, race night. Let's go do race night. So he wants to come to race night because he thinks it's going to be, A, anything like what he's done during the weekdays, or B, for kids of his skill level or even kids his size. So he gets to race night. There's about 40 kids there, and they're all on skill. Like, they're flinging themselves from bar to bar. Might as well be doing backflips and twirls and like... And I don't know, these kids are crazy, by the way. I don't know, they couldn't have been more than 8 years old, some of these kids. But yeah, Baby Boy Rad was clearly the youngest and the smallest kid there. And none of his coaches were there, only new coaches. So he's third up to do this run. We gotta do this run, we gotta take it super seriously. And they make him jump off this gigantic thing called the coin box. Now, he's done the coin box in his regular classes. It's like a big box you climb up. It's huge, it's like 10 feet tall. And then you jump off on one side where there's like a 2-foot thick crash mat. Enjoy, kid. Have a great time. But the first obstacle in this event is you have to hang off the other side where there's no mat. And then, like, you know when there's like perpendicular bars like this? He's standing and has to I don't know if hoist is the right word. Reverse hoist himself down onto another bar. And good luck, kid. If you don't have the grip strength, you're just going to fall to your death. That's the first move. So I told him, because he was nervous, I could sense the energy. Oh, I know he's nervous about this first move. And so he was like, I don't think I can do that, Dad. He was I don't know how he phrased it, but I'm like, don't worry, son. If you can't do it, just tell the coach. Tell the coach that you can't do that one. And so he did. He listened first thing. The coach was like, all right, and Baby Boy Rad, your next one up. Or he's looking at his chart. And so Baby Boy Rad comes up. And in front of all the kids, he has to say, it's like, even though he's 6 years old, he still has an ego. He has an ego bigger than kids twice his age. So he has to man up, sack up. Just take it on the chin to be like, I can't do this one. And the coach, instead of saying like, all right, no problem, says, sure you can. Get up there, kid. You're going to do great. Like, this kid is 6 years old. There's not even a ladder. There's boards of wood you have to climb up to get to the top of this thing. And he's used to flying off onto a crash mat. Anyway, so he's up there and he's about to start. And they're like, not yet, Simon. Stand up. You got to stand up. You can't just go down. Or sorry, Baby Boy Rad. You got to stand up. You got to stand up. You can't sit down. And so they're barking all these orders at him. And he's getting flustered. There's 30 kids watching him and adults watching him. And rather than just climb back down, because he didn't want to go up in the first place, he elected to just jump off the thing. And he hurt himself. He landed like a champ. Like, if you're wondering, like, oh, come on, baby can't do this simple move. No, baby can jump his balls off. He jumped 10 feet down to a mat that was this thin. And the coach is like, I just don't, you guys ever heard this term, toxic positivity? Dudes, for the love of God, he needed help. He didn't need encouragement. He literally needed help. And all the rest of the stuff, like, he hurts his ankle and hurts his back on the fall, but he toughs it out like a champ for the rest of the course. And everything that he has to jump and grab onto is too tall for him to even reach. Like, this boggles the mind. Yeah. Just because a place says they have 5 and 6-year-olds they can have them in does not mean they have any idea what the hell they're doing. That's, I'm a little bummed out about that. They make it past the flaming axes yet, and then like, hey, don't worry about it, kid. It's only going to be a limb. It's only a flesh wound. All right, what are small children? I have no idea. Climb up there, kid. Don't worry about it. He's like, look, I don't know how to do this one. Hey, everybody, don't worry. Get up there, kid. You're going to do super. Ah. All right, posted them b-holes in the Discord. Nice, Simon. All right, his dad is pointing and laughing at him. Which dad? All right, well, we got Master Balls in here. He's brand new, so I figured I should just let you know. This is my spandex shuttlecraft, built entirely out of spandex. I purchased used from value villages across the nation, because as it turns out, spandex is the most spacefaring and futuristic material known to man, and so that's why we're basing all of our merch on spandex from now on. Did you know you can build your own spandex shuttlecraft and fly up to Raddland Space Station to get out of your mind? Hell yeah. All you need is one hell of a intestinal fortitude. All right. B-holes. Yeah, we're a B-hole stream now. Not a bunch of A-holes. We're a bunch of B-holes. All right, that's all I had. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Man, I sent them a scathing email as well. Not like a Karen-style email. I was trying to be constructive. I was saying, like, your coaches really need to coordinate with each other. If your coaches are telling a kid to come to race night or whatever, and then don't show up for race night, no one knows who this kid is. And so, like, get up there, kid. You're gonna do super. His coaches would have been like, oh, he's never done that before. This is clearly not what we've been showing him or what he should be doing. And they could have helped out. Nope. All right. So your coaches, I was going to say, don't let 5 or 6-year-olds come to race night unless the coach that they have approves it. Like, yep, he's ready for it. He's got it on lockdown. All right. B-holes and spandex. So far, yeah, you're putting a little checklist together. Like, all right, what's Raddland all about? B-holes and spandex. It sounds like a great song idea, actually. Nothing feels better on your b-hole than a fresh pair of spandex Raddland shorts. I'm writing it down. B-holes and spandex. It sounds like a good death metal band or something. Yeah, I'd go see them in concert. Sounds like a great show. All right, everyone. We're scooting fast as heck to Raddland, which is my space station I purchased with my life savings. Hollowed it out, turned into a sick nightclub where we can all party our buns off. We got a couple of movies to review before we play Final Fantasy 16, and then it's just going to be Final Fantasy 16 for the rest of the night. We're getting out of our mind. And also, Obvious Gravity, did you get the package? The hearty package of sound effects? Man, I'm glad you guys got to, I went to town on some of those sound effects. Yeah, I'm writing a response now, and yeah, feel free to, like I said in the email, like, I don't know, we didn't discuss it ahead of time, so if it doesn't fit within the scope of the project, you let me know. We'll figure out what the heck we got to do. Sounds are awesome, man. Yeah, I'm glad, and yeah, the big thing, the big secret for anyone that doesn't know, I make music and sound effects for video games. The big dark secret for like the Super Nintendo era and Nintendo era, it's like there's not always a need for a very deliberate sound effect, but you need something there. So if you have a big collection of splinks and sploinks and put them anywhere. Anywhere you think there needs a sound, just pop it in, pop anything in. It's better than nothing, right? It fits. My boys can swim. All right, guys, let's get the show started. Let's get out of our minds. Let's have a great time tonight. Yeah, that's all we have. Let's have a great show tonight and break. Whoa! Party time. Well, I'm sitting tall in my chair tonight. No! Help! My beehole! Ah! No! There, we fixed it. There it is. There's Raddland. We're coming in hot, though. Just watch your Watch one of those holes at least. Alright, everyone, let's get swizzling our buns off. Alright, we are coming in hot, Fred. Freddy boy, open the door! Hey! There's Fred. Thanks, Fred. Got the whole shuttle bay door open just in time. It's bigger than you thought, right? And a brand new pullover. This is the first new pullover I bought in a very long time. I got it from Walmart. It's George brand. $18 Canadian. That's probably like $10 American. Ah, yeah, feels good. But look, the sleeves aren't wobbling. Oh, man, I feel like $1,000,000. And this dumpy old pullover. But it's not red. Yeah, I know. They don't make red pullovers anymore, Obvious Gravity. You should have seen the goddamn colors they had. I swear, these goddamn Zoomers and young millennials, they like the stupidest colors to wear. Oh, I want creamsicle orange. Oh, you know what I could really go for? Chewed mint gum blue. I bought a maroon one as well that's kind of red. Doesn't look as good. This is the only good one. That's fine. Yeah, just meh colors. The colors that kids wear today, and the fabric they use today. Moronic. It's the softest, woolest sweater ever. Like, what is it? I feel like I'm Grimace, walking around as Grimace with this soft wool. I need something that's a little... Give me polyester, come on! Show off the guns. All right, Fred, before we get started, we should probably get a swizzle going here. Fred, do you want to show them how the swizzle works? If you guys want to learn how to swizzle as hot as Fred back there, you can order our 12-week swizzling program. It's on eBay now. Pre-order it. eBay now takes pre-orders, so check it out on eBay. I want to look like an 80s Buccaneer fan. I don't remember which logo the Buccaneers are, but you know what? If you're saying it, I'm sure it's red hot. All right, let's get the show started. Fred, we're going to need the baseline of the gods. You know the one. Joe Montana Sports Talk Football 2. The kicking team comes on. It's first down, and I can't believe it. Here's to getting out of your mind, everyone. Oh, that's crisp. That's smooth and crisp all at once. You need a sweater made out of microplastics. It basically is. Isn't that what polyester is? It's a synthetic fiber. You don't understand. It's synthetic. It traps in heat. Hey, you guys want to know the secret to free energy? We're in space now. We can talk about things. We're adults here. The secret to free energy, everyone. Just put a piece of bread in the microwave for 5 seconds. They'll heat you up for the rest of the winter. You're welcome. Free energy. Figured it out. Alright. We like to talk about movies at the start of the show sometimes on Sundays because it's fun and I can make shorts out of them. YouTube shorts and spandex shorts. So let's get to it. Tonight, or actually a couple of nights ago, it was just me. Mrs. Rad fell asleep twice while we tried to watch this movie. It's a damning review, but you know what? If my boy Harrison Ford is going to be in a movie, I'm going to check it out. I watched Paranoia by myself with Mrs. Rad sleeping on the couch. That's Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman. Looking old, man. Harrison Ford looking old in this too. They shaved his head. I've never seen shaved head Harrison Ford. And what is that? Liam Hemsworth. Not Thor. Thor's brother. And Amber Heard. Wow, Amber Heard really did a number on her reputation, didn't she? The whole time I was watching that movie, I couldn't see like, oh, there's an attractive lady. All I saw was there's the girl that dumped in Johnny Depp's bed. Hey, when you take a dump in a bed, that's a bold move. Don't go to Amber Heard. Oh, man! Dukin! Perfect! That's hot. Dumping in beds is hot. Oh, man. But I was attractive once. No, you dump in a bed once, that's it. You really do a number on your... a spicy revenge poo. I'm gonna eat so many crushed chili peppers. Yeah, we didn't know what the type of poo it was. I don't actually know the whole story. Poo in bed and Amber Heard just are synonymous now. I did absolutely no research, but that's whatever happened, that's what came out of that whole trial. I sure hope that never happens to me. Dan's gonna go to trial and say I pooed in his bed. We don't even live in the same house. XYZ, you're 1 second too late. Master Balls beat you to it. All right. I'm starting. You know what is a bummer about this movie? Came out in 2013, everyone. 2013 is, if it's not the same year, it's super close to when Edward Snowden came out. Now, Edward Snowden, for those who don't know, that was the guy that came out that said, government's been spying on you, not just like a little bit, a lot. Like an insane amount. In fact, they have a whole network, a spider web network, where they're connecting every piece of information you do on the internet through your email. And he said, all I need is your email. All I would need is Barack Obama's email, he said, to know everything about him. And if you think about it, now every website's like, oh, sure. Or how about this? Oh, I just won under the cap on my Coke bottle. Wow. Instead of just taking it to the gas station now, you win 1 free drink. 1 in 6 are winners. Instead, it's like, give us your email, and we'll tell you if you won or not. Everyone wants your email. Why? Because then they can start plugging you into the spider web, and they'll know everything you're doing. Anyways, I was taking data communications at BCIT at the time, and my instructor, Aman, he was a nutcase. He's like, yeah, so basically, kids, what you gotta do is you gotta point this packet sniffer out at the city, and then what you gotta do is you gotta pretend you're someone in an email that you're not actually, and then you can get information from people because they'll think you're actually them because you're using a certain email, blah, blah, blah. Wow. So that was my introduction to data communication. Like, oh, so people are just, it's like espionage everywhere. And now, Edward Snowden comes out, I get out of my mind. Like, what the frick? I know all about this now. Aman told me this was fricked up. He told me I should have been encrypting my emails, but I wasn't. So this movie's all about, honestly, it made me believe Edward Snowden less, because this movie was so exactly on the point of what Edward Snowden was talking about, and it made me think, like, what the frick? Was Snowden a psyop? I don't want to believe he was. I believe he's in Russia right now, exiled, but this movie comes out and it's like, it's the exact same stuff. They're talking about the same stuff. What the hell's going on? Tinfoil hats no longer work. You can use your packet sniffer to get whatever's under that tinfoil hat. Every time a cashier asks for my email, I just give them admin at Yahoo. I do the same thing. My go-to email, though, XYZ, is poo@p.com. I did that at the Mr. Lube place once while I was getting my oil changed, and the guy came up to me and said, yo, man, that's funny. And we had a whole chat about funny stuff while they were changing my oil. So should we send the check to poo@p.com? Yeah, absolutely. And anytime they want your address, it's always 1111 Funny Street. Stone just fleshed it out in a bit more detail. We already knew about the Patriot Act. No. It was different. And Snowden was not a great messenger for the idea either, because all Snowden had to do was, like, he was being too highfalutin about it, like telling you on, like, a engineer level what was going on. Like, Snowden, just tell them what's actually going on. Like the way they're connecting all the stuff together. Now, on a surface level, they do the same thing. Your phone's listening to you now more than anything. When Snowden came out, your phone listens to absolutely every word you say and aggregates it and sends it to whatever, like every app you have on your phone. In the EULA, he's like, oh, we're also going to take all the information that your microphone is spitting out, and we're going to sell that information to consultants who will then sell you things based on what you've said. You've been talking about pancakes lately? We'll tell you about pancakes. You've been talking about waffles lately? We'll tell you about waffles. As it all happens to everyone, right? And it's especially obvious if you have ad blockers on your machine. Because then when one squeaks through, you're like, what the frick? I'm used to seeing denture ads or something, like things that aren't for me. Have some Depends. Yeah, I get nothing but Depends, goddammit. If you guys watch this show, you're going to get a lot of really ridiculous ads based on the stupid stuff we talk about. All right. They are spying on you and your grandma, yeah, and they're going to find out. They're going to find out what grandma's been purchasing online. More Depends! All right, you're conflating corporations and government intelligence. Or are you? Oh, Devin. No, I think you're right. There's a blurry line there. It's a blurry mess, Devin. I got ads for turbs and beeholes. I got all these turbs. What am I supposed to do? No, beeholes and turds. All right, I'll buy one turd. Fine, it worked. It was a great ad. You know what it is, though? Advertising and our human brains are so simple to manipulate. It's crazy how easy we are to manipulate. Like, if you're walking to a gas station, you're like, I'm just going to buy The soda that I was coming in to get and nothing else. You look right at the ground when you're walking in. Nothing. No, I'm not going to look at any candy bars or anything. I don't want to get any ideas. And then you walk down and you see there's advertisements on the floor. Ah! Mars bar. Ah! Now you got Mars bar in your brain. You ever think about Seinfeld? The little bits of product placement they have in Seinfeld? Do you think anyone in their right mind has ever eaten a Junior Mint on purpose? No! Because of Seinfeld. It's the greatest advertisement Junior Mints have ever had in their entire life. And the secret is, it doesn't have to say it's delicious either. That Junior Mint fell right in a guy's gut and got sewed up. I do want a Junior Mint. That sounds about right to me. So, I was listening to these old 60s advertisements because I was feeding them to the AI to see what would come out the other end. You know, like showroom floor style, really corporate, clean-sounding music. And there was this one for Tuck Crackers. It's a cracker brand in the UK. It made Mrs. Rad lose her mind, and she started craving crackers and cheese nonstop. And it's all because of this advertisement that's 50 years old. That's nuts, right? Speaking of Mrs. Rad, I hope she shows up. She might have gone straight to bed, but today is her birthday, and we had a great birthday dinner for her today. Paranoia, everyone. It's all right. It's all right, but... Anyways, I just got a text from Mrs. Rad. Hold on. I assume it's Mrs. Rad because I don't have friends in real life, and no one else other than her and my mom would text me. Just want to make sure nothing important's going on here. The fan is squealing like crazy and won't shut up. So if you find the other one anywhere, you want to bring it up for old Leanne, much appreciated. All right, we might pause so I can go get her the fan because I think there's a fan down here. We have one of those big box fans at home. But when you turn it on, it's like it's been squeaking lately, and she needs you need white noise on. I don't know who these lunatics are that don't sleep with some sort of noise going. But I have probably got to bring her up one because I think the fan's actually 10 feet outside the door here at the club. But we'll get there quick. All right, hold on. I will text her back so she won't sit there wondering, where the hell's the fan? Okay. Give me a minute to wrap up the refresher. Yeah. Okay. Obvious Gravity. I got ads for turds and beeholes called the Sweet Spot. Obvious Gravity. It's called the Sweet Spot. Everyone knows we don't talk about pee-pee in the poo-poo tent. What kind of show do we have here? All right, my CVS removed the glass doors in the cold section and then replaced them with giant TVs for ad space. Wow, that's like, you know, we thought for a second that might be the cyberpunk future we keep wanting. Like, wow, that'd be great. It's awful. Living in the cyberpunk future sucks. Like, you ever at the bank machine and you're getting some money out, and then the screen, which used to just say the name of your bank, is now an advertisement while you're getting money out. Like, Jesus Christ. Or the gas station does it now. An ad plays only while the pump is active. Tonight, what you could really buy in the store. And the second you turn the pump off, so it's like they know they've got you there. We've got them. It's like a Shark Tank idea. Hey, sharks, here's a really great idea. We can annoy people for the 2 minutes that they're pumping gas. They can't do anything else. Next thing you know, they're going to be like, hey, we can get them while they're dumping out. Let's have toilets that have advertisements on them. But here's the catch. We'll make them really cheap. It's a cheap toilet. Every log you deposit into this toilet gives you free 5% off your next bottle of Windex. Oh, man, it was hard to get through that without laughing. Just the concept alone.
Deposit 1 log. 2 logs, 10% off your next bottle of Windex.
Thank you, Robo Toilet. Solid tubular logs.
That was a solid tubular log. Congratulations.
Jesus Christ. Fan, isn't it winter up there? Yeah, but man, you don't understand. You gotta understand. Here in Alberta, it does get cold, but you know what? If you're out there shoveling your snow and your lips are getting numb and you're getting frost all over your mustache, well, you're doing work, right? You're doing physical work, and then you go inside, you're like, wow, it's really warm in here. But you still have your jacket on for 2 seconds too long. You're like, Jesus Christ, it's hot in here. And then you prefer to actually go back outside. You don't even want to be inside anymore. They build them tough up here, Devin. Like the analogy about the pink pot-belly pig compared to the hairy pigs with tusks. Yeah. You ever hear that? I don't know. I think I saw it on a clip of Joe Rogan like 10 years ago. Yeah, I heard of those pink pigs at the farm. If you throw them in the forest, they just grow hair and get tusks, get all tough. But if you don't, they stay all pink. That's how I picture it. Like, oh man, you stay here in your comfy home, you stay all pink. Pink and soft. You gotta get hairy and tough. You gotta go outside, shovel your driveway. My 3-year-old shoveled snow for the first time and didn't need any explanation. He just, for some reason, knew how to do it. It's like cats being domesticated to know how to use the cat box. Don't worry, Dad, I got it. I did it in my shorts the other week, and my neighbor pulled up beside me while I was doing it. He said, now you're a real deal, Albertan. I guess so. All right, does the length and girth of the log get any better discounts?
Scanning. Full-size log. 6% off Windex.
You just start eating nothing but black beans and chickpeas just to get better discounts. We're not that far off though. If the toilet could analyze your stool for what you've been eating, they absolutely would. You guys ever have those cards at the store? I don't know if CVS does this. But the one of the local grocery stores around here in Canada is called Save On Foods. And they have a little card, and the card gets you little discounts. Anything that's on discount in the store, you gotta have your card though. When I first signed up for it, they needed an email only, but they didn't check. Thank goodness. So I have this old card with p@poo.com. They know what he's been buying, but nowadays I'm sure you have to like actually link it. Show us your social insurance number, and then you can get 5% off on Windex. I need that savings, man. I need it. But, you know, the whole thing is like now they just know what you buy every time you go there. You know what the worst one is, though? Man, I had some guy come to the door once. Some TELUS guy. TELUS and Shaw/Rogers. Those are the two big ISPs we have in Canada. And they're always fighting with each other. But TELUS is like, hey, if you sign up with us, you can get a free smart Ring doorbell. Get out of my house. Turn around and walk away. The whole smart thing, smart thermostat, smart doorbell, smart toilet. Anything smart means we get to take your data and sell it to consultants. Yay! You might think, oh, but come on, Rad. What would they need to know about a smart doorbell? At the very least, they know when you come and go from your house. They know every time. Leaving the house now.
A-hole. 1 B-hole detected. Leaving the house.
That might seem like innocuous information to you, but you know what? Someone wants that information, and they will use it. And then someone could say like, hey, I have lots of money. Let me buy all of these places' information on email p@poo.com, and then let's form a profile for it, and then tell them who we should vote for. Ugh. All right. So diarrhea got me BOGO on Fabuloso.
Congratulations on your diarrhea. You just get the maximum percentage off.
Yes! Black Bean's paying off again. All right, there's a story where Target sends ads about baby stuff to a teenager who doesn't herself know that she was pregnant. The algorithm already knew. You know what? I don't know if that's just an urban myth or if that's a real story, but that is 100% believable. When you think about what Amazon's been doing, like, yes, we know what you're likely to buy, and we will already ship it to the local Amazon center near your house, just on the off chance that you will actually buy this. Yes. Yes. So anything you look at, they're like, okay, based on what he's been looking at, here we go. Ew. Ring and 23andMe are just gonna sell it to the police and incriminate people. We know who his dad is and his long-lost brother is. Now he's really fricked up. Yeah, I can't believe that whole 23andMe. Back in the day, I can understand. Oh, come on. It's just a fun little thing and learn about wherever your DNA history is. I don't know if they can even accurately tell that information, but nowadays, I can't imagine being like, oh, sure, I'll give you my thumbprint, all my biogenetic information. You want my thumbprint and my tongue print? You want my eyeball and penis print too? Whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Thank you. We didn't ask for that. We didn't ask for your penis print. Come on, I put a piece of packing tape right on there, ripped it off. There's my penis print. You can use that on your next bioscan. I want to make sure. I don't have any long-lost relatives. Damn it, the FBI has my penis print now. No! All right. And not just about your relatives, too. They know everything about your beehole. It's crazy. Robo-Toilet's been telling them everything they need to know. There's a camera right in plain view. Good, I want it there. Now it knows every time I dump out. And then it sends toilet paper directly to my house. That is actually how they would get you. Like, anytime something seems convenient, everyone will sell their soul just to be like, it's convenient and modern. I would need this. Why else would I have to buy my own toilet paper? It's embarrassing. I don't like holding it at the grocery store. I really don't. Anything to keep me from having to buy toilet paper in person.
Go on. Point the camera at your beehole. Oh, yes.
They knew I was out of toilet paper before I was.
That's a lot of diarrhea. He's gonna need another roll here.
And next thing you know, the, what is it? The dishes, skip the dishes guy is knocking at your door. Got a roll of toilet paper here for you. Throw it in the window. I'm mid-log. All right. Fanny print verified.
Fanny print verified.
Goddamn, dark future. All right, his niece or something sent her DNA to 23andMe, and it was cross-referenced. Wait, what happened? That's how they caught a killer in California. Well, DNA for catching killers, it's a double-edged sword. Double-edged sword. I think we trust in the science so much that we're willing to just believe it 100%. Whatever you say, 100%. Do we even know how DNA science works? I'm sure someone does, but do we know? No. We just trust that they know. They can tell us whatever they want. Oh, all right, well. We knew from his beehole print that it was him who killed the lady. Hey, we killed his wife. We have the beehole print on the weapon. I don't even know how that's possible. 200 years in the future, an army of penis print clones storm the country. It's like Jurassic Park 4. How did they get all these a-holes back here of beehole prints and penis prints? Yeah, they shouldn't have sent those. Shouldn't have sent those to the government, should ya? Okay, I must leave now. Oh no, Master Balls, we scared him off. All right, well, we'll play games later. If you wake up later on, we'll be having some fun later on. Balls, get the hell out of here. Thanks for coming in. All right, the beehole DNA was all over her beehole DNA. We bungled up all the... You spilled some of that beehole DNA in this beehole DNA. Ah. All right, wait, so Harrison Ford, looked bad with a shaved head? Harrison Ford did not look bad with a shaved head. He just looked weird with a shaved head. It looked like, I don't know, he was so old that it's like shaved head but gray hair. I mean, I like Harrison Ford a lot, and I would say I like the way he delivered all his lines in this movie. He's got a really good curmudgeon voice. Like, you ever seen him on Conan? Conan O'Brien? He would always do, like, the bit was that he was mad at Conan and not impressed with Conan, but he would do such a good job on it that it almost just seems awkward, like he is actually mad at Conan. I'm like, oh my god. Kind of channeled a little bit of that here. DNA is only useful to cops if it incriminates people. DAs, like Kamala Harris, bury that crap if it will prove someone's innocent. Isn't that dark? The truth is all we're after, and the truth is the last thing that people preserve. I like the truth. God damn it, why can't people tell the truth? Alright, next movie. I'll do this next movie, then I'll run upstairs with a fan, and then we'll play some games. Now, as you guys know, Halloween's over. November's almost over. It's almost time for Christmas. Mrs. Rad and Baby Boy Rad decided to put up the Christmas tree yesterday, and they decorated it today. Now, we have a little family tradition here where we usually watch Home Alone while we're decorating the Christmas tree. And so I came downstairs today, and they had Home Alone on, and they were decorating the tree. So I partook as well. But we ended up watching most of Home Alone today. It probably, at the end of the day, is the movie I may have seen the most in my life. Home Alone, of all movies. Home Alone 1, Macaulay Culkin. I know John Hughes, fresh off of Uncle Buck's, just... I think this was the next movie, wasn't it? Uncle Buck, Home Alone. They started without you, so rude. Well, I have a stupid sleep schedule, so I understand. Baby Boy Rad was just itching for it, though. He really, really, really wanted to put things on the tree this year. He's at an age now where he can do things on his own. It's a weird crossover period when a kid, like, you need to do stuff for a kid all the way until they're suddenly doing it for themselves, and then they don't need you at all for anything anymore. Huh. We're still in the process of getting him to fully wiping his own beehole. It's like half and half. I'll be like, you gotta do the first wipe, son. Take care of the bulk, and then I'll clean up and see whatever's left. But, you know, he's on his way. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff now that he's able to do on his own. And so hanging up decorations on the Christmas tree fully within his grasp. So I don't know, he just really wanted to do it. Anyways, Home Alone is one of those movies that I've seen so much that it's like, it's not just the lines that I know, because sometimes I get the lines wrong. It's the inflection. It's the inflection, Marty. I know the exact inflection of every line in this movie. And it's a really good movie for that. Daniel Stern's line, when he steps on that nail and falls back on the stairs, that's my favorite part in the movie. Because that sustained scream he does, that just gets me. That just tickles me just right. It's very cartoonish violence, though, if you think about how much these two guys get brutalized in the movie. Now, we used to watch it with Baby Boy Rad and be like, oh, son, in real life, that would actually kill you. Don't do that in real life. Now it's just like, just watch these guys get mangled. Home Alone is a classic. Yeah, it really goes down smooth. You know, though, Macaulay Culkin was proto John Connor. He was way before John Connor. He talks the way people talk. I can't believe it. I can see the headlines now. Say, bungled murder investigation solved with bunghole investigation. We really had to get the bunghole scanner out here. They started in the rude. Low Home Alone's classic. It was directed by Chris Columbus and written and produced by John Hughes. Okay. That's right. Yeah, I always get that mixed up. So produced by John Hughes. Either way, he's like, get that Candyman in here. John Candy apparently ad-libbed every line he had in this movie. That's what I hear. He was only in it for like a split second, too. And his exit in the film is pretty funny. The last scene he has in the movie is where he's saying, like, yeah, we left a kid at a funeral home once for a few hours. He didn't talk for 6 weeks. That was his exit from the movie. Mrs. Rad really wants me to get her the Kenosha Kickers jacket. I can't imagine her wearing that out anywhere. So you guys know the jacket I'm talking about? It's yellow with red trim, and it's shiny. Like, I don't know how. Like, I don't know what kind of jackets these are. Like bowling jackets, and it's got a beer mug on it, full of beer. Like, first of all, you don't even drink beer, Mrs. Rad, or alcohol of any kind. And it's such a loud jacket. Uncle Buck was in Home Alone. Well, John Candy was, yeah. My kid doesn't want the ornaments hanging on the tree. Instead, he wants to play with all of them on the ground. Ugh. Say, don't step on them, son. Those things are razor sharp, those deadly little buggers. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is the Christmas comedy for me. Says Devin. That is also a good one. We should probably watch that with Baby Boy Rad. He's just at the age now where he can start watching movies, like real deal movies. Even ones that are like kind of a little too much. Because he started saying freaking. Like, oh, my freaking ears. Because we showed him. I was trying to talk with my son about, and that's Home Alone, everyone. That's a classic, all-time classic. Watch it once a year for sure. I was trying to talk to him about the human soul. Because we're not outwardly religious. We don't go to church. We don't have any of that. And as a result, we've never talked to him about souls. The concept of a soul or the afterlife. Or life in general, how we got here. He's never asked. How did we get here, Dad? I'm waiting for him to ask. He'll be like, son, let me give you the ultimate explanation. But I was like, man, I don't know how to, like, he's started talking about death lately. Like, you can tell when a kid understands death for the first time because it hits him hard. Like, you mean you don't wake up again, right? Like, yeah. It's not like video games or in cartoons where it's like you get up again and you're fine. You start over. It's respawn. No, we don't respawn. You're dead. You're actually dead. We don't know what happens after you're dead, but some people believe you get to go somewhere really rad when you're dead. Some people believe there's Jack Frick when you're dead. What do you tell a kid?